The fact that they are friends first allows them to fall in love.
Hey, it's Kristen, and today we are chatting with Phoebe Dynevor and Regé-Jean of Netflix's new series, Bridgerton. Daphne and Simon are really the heart of this show, and they have one of my favorite types of relationship tropes, which is strangers to enemies to friends to lovers. Who doesn't love it? What was it like for the two of you playing off of each other?
So much fun, and so much fun to explore all those different emotions between the two of them. We did a lot of rehearsal, like dance rehearsals, before we started filming, and I think that's was really helpful and informative in how we eventually performed the scenes, because there's a lot of push and pull that comes with dancing, and there's a lot of trust that you need, and we sort of use that, I think, a lot in some of the scenes of that sort of feeling of trust and not being sure if the other person is feeling the same way, and all the anxieties that come with a new love. I really like that aspect as well, and I think what is obviously very prevalent is that there really is a connection between them, and you just, as an audience, you see it, but you really just want them to see it as well.
Yeah, I think it's great that you see an evolution between these two characters. I think what's so wonderful about them is that they find someone who can stand up to them in the other person, and that's what sparks their friendship. Phoebe talks a lot about this. The fact that they are friends first allows them to fall in love, because it's such a pragmatic process in this series, where you're meant to select a wife or a husband and join the families and join the estates, and it's a business transaction. And this revolutionary idea of actually liking the person you marry is great for these two to explore, and they kind of allow themselves into that almost by mistake, by not entering into the transaction and just seeing each other as humans that they really admire.
Now, Daphne is the older sister in this family, and she has a lot of pressure to kind of like set the stage for the rest of the family's future. Simon is also kind of fueled by like kind of this dark secret. Have you guys ever felt pressure from yourself or society, and how did you deal with that?
I feel pressure from society every day. I'm on camera in the media as we speak. It's terrifying. But you kind of back yourself up and decide who it is that you want to be, what you want to represent to the world, what good can you do today, and how can you contribute that to the people around you. And I think those are the questions that our characters learn to ask of themselves. Like, what have I actually got to contribute to people outside myself? That's kind of the core of what a love story is. How can I be better to this other person and stop letting all of my own stuff keep getting in the way?
From a female perspective, I still think there's a lot of pressure put on women. I think that's something that's never really gone away. So I do feel a lot of pressure, and I definitely use that with Daphne. You know, I think this whole, I talk about sort of the Instagram of the thing of you know, displaying a certain person on social media, and then behind the scenes, you know, there's a whole different feeling going on. It's that thing of presenting one side of yourself and holding the other side back that I think can be quite anxiety inducing. So yeah, definitely. But I think, as Regé says, you evolve as a human being, as Daphne does, as her journey does, and you realize that that all that matters is the people around you, the people that are close to you and that know you, and the rest is all, yeah, it's all chat in your own head.
The biggest takeaway from their relationship to me is communication is key. So what do you guys hope that people take away from the show?
Exactly that. Communication is key. Just talk to each other. Just say the things that you're feeling and have the guts to stand up to it.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Loved you guys together. It was a great story.
Thank you. So glad you enjoyed it.
Oh, thank you.
If you like this one, you can check out more of my Bridgerton videos right over here, and I will catch you in the next one. See ya.